A big,
Oh, this guy, my God, we got this guest that's been waiting
Brett
on the line.
Sokolow. Sokolow?
It suck a lot?
Brett Sokolow?
Sokolow.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sokolow. How you doing, buddy?
How are you?
All right, so Brett is are you a PhD?
I'm a JD, a doctor of law.
Okay. Let me read this little thing on him here really quick. President of the National Center for Higher Education Risk Management, an attorney. Brett spoke at a presentation called Drunk Sex or Date Rape. Can you tell the difference? However, instead of giving facts, stats, and opinion, Sokolow used a real-life story he structured to inform, shock, and even entertain the audience. I'll tell you right now, I don't know the difference between drunk sex and date rape. To me, both are good.
Yeah. And a drunk punch and a rabbit punch.
Depending on what end of the stick you're on.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm holding the stick.
Hello.
Which sometimes I do.
Have to.
Just to show off.
Yeah. You are a big show off.
You have a story, and you use the names Todd and Amy when talking to a group of people to illustrate. Can you give us the story right now?
Oh, I can certainly give you an overview of it. It involves a situation that happened on a college campus a number of years ago.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where a male student at a party offered very strong shots, Jello shots, to a woman at the party in an enormous amount of consumption of alcohol. And at the end of the evening, wound up going to her room with her. A hookup took place in which they had sexual intercourse, and she woke up the next morning, could not remember a thing, and did not really find out what had happened between them until they had a phone call the next day.
Don't say.
And so at that point, she chose to bring a criminal prosecution.
Oh, boy.
Her assertion that this was a date rape.
Usher.
Okay, did she have a case?
She had a case.
Of herpes?
She had a very strong case.
Uh-huh.
Put it in front of the jury and was ultimately successful in having this young man convicted.
Wow. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's start over here. They together get lit. They get drunk.
Right.
And they have relations.
No, that's not what happened. He was sober. She was lit.
Oh.
See? Oh. Story gets juicier.
Sure.
Now the story changes on me all of a sudden.
I see what you're saying. So he was sober, she was drunk. He took advantage, is what she was saying.
That's exactly her perspective.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
Well, one of the most interesting things about the case is that she contends that she was in a blackout. And that while she was with him that night, even though she was walking, talking, functioning, even able to engage in the sexual behavior, that she had no idea that she was doing so.
You, Miss Piggy.
And so a lot of what the case focused in on was, I think, a very important concept. The law doesn't say that two people can't go out, get drunk, and have some fun. The law says when someone is at an extreme of alcohol, where they can't make conscious decisions, that we're supposed to protect them and not take advantage of them.
Oh, that's baloney, right?
That's a joke.
I think it's a good outcome.
I think you're smoking underwear.
Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Or disagree. But,
well, you got to listen, it's one or the other. Yep. Rudy, would you agree with this guy or disagree?
I agree.
Sure you do.
What do you agree with?
I agree with the fact that, you have to take care of people when they're out. You can't get people drunk so that you can take advantage of them. That's the hard part.
Oh, man, I totally disagree. If you're sitting there doing, Jello shots or whatever, and you're getting all messed up, and now you want to get your freak on.
Yeah, get your freak on.
You can't use the excuse, I was drunk, and now I want you in jail. Yeah. I think that's bogus.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, Doctor, I'm offended that you would come on these New York airwaves and put all these men that are listening at risk.
Yeah. Push all your psychological mumbo-jumbo, abracadabra, ho-ho-ho stuff on us.
What if I told you that the young woman was a virgin and that she didn't know
doesn't
what
matter.
Jello shots?
Wow.
It doesn't matter that she's a virgin. She's responsible for her life.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't know what's in the shots, how does she know what the consequences?
Oh, you didn't tell me that. You didn't see that is date rape. If someone doesn't know, what's in a pill or what's if someone's slipping something, someone
you keep changing the story.
Let's be clear about something. She certainly knew there was alcohol in the
Well, then there it is.
Game over.
There it is.
She's a slut.
She knew. No, she wasn't a slut. She was a virgin, but she knew there was alcohol in there. Finally, she felt good and ready to give it up. And she's mad because it was with, some guy that maybe she didn't want to. Now this guy could go to jail. I don't like it. I disagree.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw my vote in right now.
Yeah.
But Rudy said, and then Elvis, you said.
I disagree.
What if the shots wind up not being a standard shot like vodka?
That's not the case, doctor.
Having grain alcohol in them, being 180.
Were you there? Did you have a Jello shot?
Did I have a Jello shot?
Yeah.
Your wife's ass?
I was not at the party, but...
Oh.
Okay, so let's just assume they're like all the normal, the rest of the college people, they're just doing Jello shots. I don't think people are loading it up with, other stuff.
No.
Oh, and all I'm talking about is the case that you asked me about. And in the case that you asked me about...
Yeah.
Where the young man, in advance of the party...
Young man in advance of the party, and Jello shots are like lime Jello.
Grain alcohol, and each shot measured about an ounce of grain alcohol per shot.
Okay, well...
That's a lot.
So if you can't handle the party...
Hey, yeah.
Well, I have a question. Was she...
Stronger than your average drink.
Was she of legal drinking age?
She was not of legal drinking age.
Well, now... Okay.
Again, that's her fault.
So now I'm not sure, because now you got a teenager who's part of the first
not
time,
necessarily a teenager.
Who's taking advantage of her freedom.
You can be 20 and not be of legal age, so don't assume she's a teenager.
Drinking age, not sexual age.
But what you're confusing is the issue of whether someone's irresponsible.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, go ahead, Brett.
Whether the issue of
Sokolow?
someone
Yeah,
is
but
irresponsible.
the issue is here that I'm making no sense, and that they probably get hooked in a matter of seconds here. Up my ass.
Shoot you.
Oh, I'd love you to do it.
Because you tell me to.
Okay.
I'd love you to do it. Am I a murderer or not?
No, you got to explain and they do. Yeah, right.
Let's take some calls. We have
let's
some
do that.
opinions here.
Jason in Jersey. Hello, Jason.
What's up, doghouse?
What? You're on with Brett Sokolow. Go ahead.
Yo, guys, listen to me. The doctor, for real. You're going to put a guy in jail because a girl likes to party and get drunk, and this guy's probably going to spend the rest of his life in prison. Don't you think that's wrong?
Yeah, there's something wrong with that. Great call.
point,
Now,
Jason.
doctor, please explain.
Thank you.
I think when you've got to get a woman drunk in order to get your freak on, that you do belong in jail.
You're not... listen to me, and I mean listen right now before you continue with this tour across America poisoning minds. Just because I'm going to a party... does not mean that I am in my head saying, well, I've got to get a girl drunk to get my freak on. It's all a lot more fun, the party, to have a few drinks. Now, all of a sudden, we got a spark, we got a connection together, and this girl, is agreeing to go do this. We do this, and then the next day, I'm just a normal guy. The next day, I might be, like the last caller was saying, going to prison.
But that's not what I said. What I said was that this particular young man created an environment serving extremely strong drinks. I didn't say two people just met up at a bar and got their freak on. You're changing the situation, and that's not what I said.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, let's...
Phone calls. Yep, let's go to Nelson out of Brooklyn. Nelson, what's up?
Hey, what's up, doghouse?
What?
You might know.
Tell this doctor that, I want to press charges with his wife because she got me ripped last night, and I gave her a download. You know what I mean?
So,
thank you.
Please comment, doctor.
The brief comment is that getting drunk with someone isn't a violation of the law.
Including your wife?
Someone who is drunk to the point of incapacity
Need to be.
is, and there's a difference. He and his wife didn't do that last night.
Oh, okay. I got you. Great try, though. Phil in Long Island. Hello.
Doghouse! Doc, I got a question to ask you, buddy. You there?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's going to happen when, you're going to have two people, they go to a party. Obviously, I don't know if she's a teenager, maybe she was 20, who knows.
How old was the girl, doctor?
19 at the time.
Okay.
She was 19 at the time. She goes there. My scenario, I'm guessing, is she went to the party, and she got hammered with the guy. The guy was sober. She went back. Now, they didn't go to his place. She went back to her place, brought him back to her place, engaged in sexual contact, and then woke up in the morning and was like, oh, my God, I don't know what I did. Now I'm not a virgin. She got mad because she wasn't doing it with somebody. And you know what? Now the guy's got to go to prison, and he's got to deal with all these people, and he's labeled as a rapist the rest of his life.
Right.
Yeah,
Not fair. I mean, who draws the line on who gets to say drunk, how many alcohol? She got wasted at a party.
What if I told you, though, that right before he had sex with her, she lost consciousness and she was out cold on the couch for 20 minutes?
Oh, well, then that's something else.
Yeah, right.
Wait, you didn't tell the story that way.
Right, you're just throwing stuff.
Hold on, Doc.
She threw up. Would you still say, oh, well, he pulled a cool...
That's
Doctor-
called foreplay.
Dr. Secondnuts, listen, are you just throwing things in because you did not say to our listeners that this girl was unconscious and he was just, having his way with her? You didn't say that.
I said that she was having a blackout. You misinterpreted what that meant.
Well, that's what she says,
Right.
Here's what they say. Here's what all girls say. Oh, gosh, I don't even remember I had a blackout, man.
Right.
Come on.
Know,
then, you know what?
Come on.
She is still responsible for her own person, unless this guy was just abusive and a rapist but you know what? When college kids get together, they're gonna party, and she's got to know that. Yeah. And you don't take a man into the bedroom unless you want to get you some.
Sure. We're not saying they shouldn't party. We're just saying they ought to know the rules.
She ought to know not to ever go into a bedroom with a guy.
Yeah, she knows what goes on.
Unless she understands that something's probably about to happen.
Right.
Responsible for her behavior, but he's responsible for his as well. This young woman had the equivalent of 15 beers in a 3-hour period.
Yeah.
Already on.
She was 5 feet 4 inches tall, 100.
Thought she could take it.
Right.
She was throwing up. She was losing consciousness, and this guy decided this was his ideal sexual partner. I guarantee you have tons of listeners out in the New York area who can look at behavior like that and go, what
I'll still take it.
I think.
I think she wants
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a few drinks and had sex?
Yes.
With a college girl on campus?
It doesn't matter who with.
Gotcha. After the seminar, begging for it because she thought it was hot the way you were talking?
Yeah, Doc, you look good in that.
Let me know, Doc. Tell me. I'll take that as
yes. Right.
The whole point of what I'm saying is that
Mark in Long Island. Hello. Shut up. Yeah, Mark. Hello.
Violate the law.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Hello. Mark's on now. He's more important. Mark, what's up? Respect, Lou.
House.
What?
Yeah. What?
What's going on? Yeah, I've been at plenty of parties where I've seen time and time again that when women get overly drunk, they become the sexual aggressor. And that's crap that she like brings this guy back to her place and then like whips out of. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk. I'm totally in that guy's shoes. I would do that time and time again. Some hot drunk chick comes up to you, wants sex. You'd be a fag not to do that.
Yep.
Right. Gotcha.
What do you think about that? I mean, doesn't that kind of make me a homosexual not to have relations with her when she's begging for it?
What?
One of the tough parts of this case is the whole idea that while a woman may be a sexual aggressor to you, just because she's coming on to you doesn't mean that she knows she is. And one of the
What the hell?
we want to protect ourselves.
Come on.
What the hell do we got on the phone here?
Dr. Sokolow. Sokolow. Respect. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, I answered. You talked over me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Don't.
Sokolow.
All I was saying was that part of our responsibility is if...
Christine, how are you? Yeah, go ahead, Christine.
I was just wondering, was she charged with anything as far as drinking underage? Because I'm a 20-year-old girl, and, I go to sorority parties and fraternity parties, and I'm telling you right now, no, I don't give it up.
Whatever.
If I want to give it up, of course I'm going to drink.
Right. Give me a call.
Your legs become looser. But was she charged with anything?
Let her finish, Elvis.
Yeah, she faced consequences for her underage drinking, which I think she should have.
Okay.
Does she not have a brain not knowing don't drink if you don't want to be loose?
Hello.
Oh, so the consequence of drinking is
Go ahead.
Her consequences for drinking was being so-called date raped.
Oh, so what happens to you is because you chose to drink, you should be raped. That's what we should do to every woman who decides to drink.
Because you're a hater.
Listen, what this woman is saying, and she knows because she's in the situation.
Sure.
We all know what these college parties are about, and we all know what they're going to lead to. So, bring a girlfriend, or if you can't handle the alcohol, don't like this woman doesn't. She doesn't, get too drunk where she doesn't know what the hell's going on. You have to have responsibility for yourself, and you don't take a man into a room.
No, exactly. You know better.
With her that night to the party who was supposed to look out for her.
The what?
She brought a friend with her to the party that night who was supposed to look out for her.
And what happened to her?
She was
no more hymen?
Given
Buster.
shots by another guy.
Right.
What by another guy?
She was given Jello shots by another guy at the party.
Okay.
So, I don't understand. You're saying the friend had Jello shots too?
Yeah, wound up in a position where she wasn't able to help her friend.
What is your wife's favorite?
What is my what?
Yeah, Big Daddy Matt. What's up, buddy?
Doghouse.
What?
Yo, let me get a triple crank water for my birthday today.
It's your birthday?
Sweet.
Big Daddy Matt.
I got a problem with this doctor.
All right.
Go ahead.
You are just giving society even more fuel for these females to say, if you can't hold your liquor and you get tipsy on one glass of wine and you're going to go to a party and you know you can't handle your liquor, the easy way out is say, oh, I was date raped. You know damn well you're not going to be able to hold your liquor. You know damn well you're giving off the vibes that you want some, and your only way out is to call date rape. Dude, you don't know your ass from your elbow.
Respond, doctor! Respond!
Respond. You said if you have one glass of water,
Big Daddy Matt! Big Daddy Matt! Big Daddy Matt! Yeah, go ahead. All right, John.
What was that?
Yeah. Hey, John in Long Island, hello.
Hey, Doghouse.
What?
Yeah, all I got to say is beer balls. The girl's a virgin, and she had to have a couple drinks to feel loose enough to lose her virginity.
Yeah,
and she did that.
Exactly.
I mean, 15 beers? She's no virgin. Come on. My ass.
My ass.
Yeah, Doctor, this is a pretty serious thing here that we're talking about. I think every single caller would agree with us when you stalk a victim, you rape them. That's none of us agree with rape. None of us agree
Absolutely
with
not.
throwing into someone's drink. Let's say they said that night, I don't want to drink. I'm just going to have a Sprite, and then someone throws a pill in there, and then the girl's passed out, and they jump on her.
Right.
We're not agreeing with any of that. But once a young man has been accused of something like this,
his life's over.
because these two decided to party together,
Right.
then that's a pretty dangerous thing to throw that out there on this guy.
Yeah, but the standard you're creating is that every single victim has to have never done anything wrong in order
that you're approaching
to
for this, because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get some money off my bad book available at Amazon.com, and then we're no longer anywhere.
That doesn't make any
That
sense.
does make sense, and I'm trying to.
Okay, great. Carlos in Jersey, hello.
Doghouse?
What? Respect.
All right, nice. Hey, Doc, listen, there's a bit of a problem. I mean, do you want to feel responsible for some dude's life who essentially he now is going to have to register as a sex offender?
Ooh.
Ouch.
I mean,
right.
I mean, my other question, too, is, I mean, does it depend what...
I don't think that one made it to the air.
Right. Matt says we need to take line one. Derek in Jersey. Hello, Derek.
Statute.
Doghouse?
What?
Can I get a crank water for the doc here?
Yeah, Doc, have a crank water. Would you relax?
I don't want to because someone might take me into the bedroom and have their way with me.
Hey, Doc, I have a question for you, Doc. Legitimate, seriously. What about when guys go to the bar and get drunk and fat chicks take us home?
Yeah. What about that?
Right.
Fat rape.
If
Is that
you're
rape?
incapacitated, if you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. If someone takes advantage of you, the law should be able to protect you.
But I don't see a lot of people holding seminars on that where, hey, man, I was all messed up, and I woke up with a fat chick. Is that fair to me?
Oh.
Huh?
Doctor?
We actually do mention that in our presentations, that it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman.
Fat girl's okay.
Okay, Rick in Rockland. Hello, buddy.
Doghouse!
What? How?
Wow.
Listen.
Yeah.
He wanted it. Dr. Hook!
Dr. Hook.
Oh, Dr. Hook's one of my favorite bands. I love Dr. Hook. Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Hello, Mike.
Doghouse?
What?
Hey, I was wondering, did this guy use a hook on her?
Wow, that is
Good one.
two
Yeah,
hooks.
right. Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mike, hello.
Hey, Doghouse?
What?
Hey, listen, when I get a DUI, they still hold me responsible for my actions. Why can't they hold her responsible for her actions?
Great question.
Yeah.
Can you answer that before you get a
She is
third hook
responsible
call?
for her actions. So is he. That's the whole point, is that her irresponsibility doesn't mean that he's no longer responsible.
Because she's responsible doesn't mean that she's responsible, that I'm making any sense here, because I don't know why I'm still on the phone, because I've been ridiculed and made to look like a complete puppet that I am.
Next call is Golly out of Jersey. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Doghouse.
What?
I just wanted to ask Dr. Kermit a question.
Yes.
What happens when a hook?
Oh, no, triple hook.
Oh, Dr. Kermit.
Doctor, it's been real.
It's been fun.
It hasn't been real fun, though. Doctor?
It's been...
Yeah, beat it.